Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Jade Cargill became the queen of the ring at WWE Night of Champions, much to the delight of fans. However, Hall of Famer Teddy Long believes there is still a problem with her that needs to be addressed sooner rather than later. The Storm faced Asuka at Night of Champions, coming out on top after a tough match. While the bout was fun to watch, Teddy Long thinks that Cargill's lack of experience in the ring was still evident in her hesitation to perform some of her moves. He believes this could cause problems down the line if not worked on. Speaking on the latest episode of the Wrestling Time Machine hosted by Mac Davis, the WWE Hall of Famer has said that Jade Cargill needed to make her moves look effortless. You can check out the full comments below. Jade Cargill isn't short on confidence, especially after her declaration upon becoming the queen of the ring at Night of Champions. Taking to Instagram, she shared a picture with a bold message, declaring her plans for SummerSlam. She said that there was a shift in the atmosphere. Check out her Instagram post below, with Jade now seemingly on the fast track to reaching the top of the totem pole in WWE. It remains to be seen what she plans to do next to cement her legacy. Jade Cargill's meteoric rise in WWE has not come without complications. Ever since her blockbuster debut, the former TBS champion has been viewed as a megastar in the making. Possessing a superhero-like physique, a magnetic aura, and a fierce presence, Jade has long been touted as a generational talent. However, despite the early hype and her rapid elevation to marquee matches, there is an undercurrent of concern surrounding how WWE is managing her trajectory. Following her performance at WWE Night of Champions, criticism and honest opinions from industry veterans, including a WWE Hall of Famer, have surfaced, highlighting what many now believe to be Jade Cargill's problem in WWE. Jade's latest outing at Night of Champions was a mixed bag. While her entrance and confidence radiated star power, the match execution drew varied reactions. Fans and critics alike noticed moments of hesitation and miscommunication that broke the momentum of what was supposed to be a statement win. Cargill, paired against a seasoned veteran, had all the tools to steal the show. But some believe she fell short, not because of her ability, but due to how WWE has handled her development. One respected WWE Hall of Famer, speaking on condition of anonymity in an exclusive discussion, offered a candid perspective. According to him, Jade's problem isn't Jade. It's the system trying to rush her into moments she's not fully seasoned for. She's a powerhouse and a future icon, no doubt. But there's a big difference between being a big deal and being ready for big matches. WWE has to give her time. The Hall of Famer's words echo a growing sentiment among fans and insiders who argue that WWE has focused too much on the spectacle surrounding Cargill rather than refining her in-ring craft and storytelling psychology. WWE has never been short on larger-than-life personas, but history has shown that even the most charismatic stars need in-ring polish and storytelling depth to thrive in the long run. Cargill has undeniable charisma and an athletic foundation that few can match, but she is still relatively new to the WWE style. Coming from AEW, where her dominance was built through squash matches and quick victories, she hasn't had enough time to adjust to WWE's more layered pacing and dramatic ring structure. Night of Champions was supposed to be her breakthrough on a global stage, especially considering how WWE positioned the match and promoted her heavily on social media leading up to the event. But instead of reinforcing her star power, the match raised eyebrows. The opponent, a reliable and technically sound competitor, carried most of the bout, visibly guiding Jade through key sequences. For fans who followed her journey, the cracks in presentation were hard to ignore. WWE seemed to be protecting her by avoiding long singles matches on weekly television, but the spotlight of a major premium live event left no room to hide. Following the event, some online critics unfairly labeled her as overhyped, sparking debate across social media platforms. However, veteran wrestlers and analysts pushed back against that claim, arguing that WWE bears the greater responsibility. Wrestling isn't just about throwing someone into the fire, and expecting gold. It's about crafting a long-term plan, especially for talents who are still learning. WWE's desire to capitalize on Cargill's image, merchandise potential, and crossover appeal may have skipped a crucial developmental phase. One analyst on Wrestling Observer Live remarked, "It's like building a luxury sports car but skipping the road test. She looks like a champion, talks like a champion, but she's still figuring out how to wrestle like one in this system." Jade herself has remained classy and focused, choosing not to address the backlash directly. Instead, she posted a cryptic tweet shortly after Night of Champions. "Diamonds are made under pressure." Those words seem to capture her mindset, a combination of ambition, self-belief, and resilience. No one doubts Jade's work ethic. Numerous WWE insiders have revealed that she has been training diligently at the Performance Center between appearances and is constantly seeking advice from veterans backstage. Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and Bianca Belair are just a few names reportedly giving her feedback and encouragement, understanding the pressure she faces. The WWE Hall of Famer who spoke about Jade's development was also quick to defend her from online toxicity. "People need to remember this is a young woman carrying the weight of huge expectations. She's doing live TV, under the lights, with millions watching. That's not easy. Give her time. The potential is scary good, and if WWE nurtures that instead of rushing, she'll be a headliner at WrestleMania for years to come." What also complicates Jade Cargill's current path is the inconsistency in her appearances. Since signing with WWE, she's been treated like a prized attraction, often only appearing at high-profile events or select episodes of SmackDown. While that creates mystique, it also robs her of the repetition and consistency required to grow quickly. In-ring chemistry, crowd psychology, timing, all are skills developed through regular exposure. WWE's decision to keep her off weekly television while simultaneously placing her in high-stakes situations might be doing more harm than good. Another key point raised by critics is the quality of her feuds. Cargill has mostly been placed in dream match scenarios or one-off high-profile bouts. There hasn't been a compelling long-term storyline to allow her to flex her character beyond the dominant powerhouse trope. Wrestling is as much about emotional connection as it is about dominance. Without a layered character arc, even the most powerful persona can lose steam. Fans want to feel invested in Jade's journey, her struggles, her triumphs, her humanity. Until WWE allows her to tell a complete story, audiences may continue to view her as style over substance. There are, however, signs that WWE may be adjusting its strategy. Recent reports indicate that Jade will be involved in a longer feud heading into Evolution 2025, possibly with a returning veteran who can bring out a different side of her character. If true, this could be the turning point Cargill needs. A long-term rivalry, consistent TV time, and story-driven matches could shift public perception and showcase her evolution. It's worth remembering that nearly every top WWE star faced similar early scrutiny. Roman Reigns was booed relentlessly during his initial push. Charlotte Flair had her critics when she first broke away from NXT. Even Bianca Belair took time to find her rhythm on the main roster. Jade Cargill's journey is still in its early chapters, and while the pressure is immense, so is her potential. The Hall of Famers summed it up best. People forget what the greats looked like in their first year. Jade has already done more in less time than most. Imagine what she'll look like in 2 more years. She's going to be a game changer. The only question is whether WWE gives her the right stage, not just the spotlight. Jade Cargill's problem, then, is not about talent or desire. It's about timing, patience, and planning. WWE has the rare opportunity to mold a transcendent star. But doing so requires more than highlight reels and big entrances. It requires storytelling, consistency, and trust in the developmental process. Night of Champions was a wake-up call, but not a condemnation. It was a moment that exposed the growing pains of a future megastar being asked to leap before she's had time to run. As Evolution 2025 approaches, all eyes will be on how WWE adjusts its approach. Will they continue pushing Jade Cargill as an untouchable force, Or will they take the time to build her foundation so she can sustain that image long-term? One thing is certain, the conversation around Jade Cargill is far from over. She remains one of the most talked about, scrutinized, and potentially iconic figures in WWE today. And with the right guidance, her current problem might one day be seen as just a necessary chapter in her eventual domination of the wrestling world. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.